The Maserati MC20 Cielo 2026 emerges not just as a convertible variant of Maserati's already stunning supercar but as a manifestation of how the brand envisions open-air performance for a new generation. It carries the aura of Italian excellence, the precision of motorsport engineering, and the emotional depth of a car designed not only to be driven but to be felt. When you first look at it, there is an unmistakable sense that this car was crafted with a very specific purpose: to redefine what a modern exotic convertible should look, sound, and behave like. It's not trying to be aggressive in the obvious way. Instead, it carries this sculpted elegance that evokes artistry rather than raw brutality. This is the philosophy Maserati leans into, an identity built on passion and quiet confidence rather than noise and intimidation. And from the very first moment your eyes sweep across its body, the MC20 Cielo tells a story of details, surfaces, and decisions shaped with intention. If you stand in front of the 2026 model, the first thing that grabs you is the front fascia. It is clean, aerodynamic, almost minimalist in its purity. The grille sits low and subtly tapered, framed by the famous Maserati trident that appears as if floating in motion even when the car stands still. The daytime running lights, slim and vertically oriented, give the car a sense of precision, like a pair of focused eyes examining the world ahead. The air intakes on the lower corners are wider than before, reshaped to further cool the improved thermal system feeding the Nettuno engine. The new 2026 model's intake channels are designed with aerodynamic vectoring, creating smoother airflow that increases downforce without adding unnecessary drag. As sunlight glides across the body, you notice the sculpted side profile of the MC20 Cielo. The doors, distinctive butterfly-style openings, aren't there just for dramatic impact. They are engineered to optimize entry and exit even in tight spaces, while also controlling airflow toward the rear. The air ducts integrated into the side panels guide cool air directly into the engine bay, feeding the twin-turbo V6 heart that defines this machine. But what's especially captivating is how the surfaces transition. Maserati uses concave and convex shapes that play with light, creating reflections that look almost liquid. From certain angles, the body seems to stretch and compress dynamically, giving the car a sensation of movement even before it starts. Being a convertible, the centerpiece of the Cielo is of course its roof, a masterpiece of electrochromic technology. With a button press, the glass top transitions between transparent and matte, allowing the driver to control how much of the top is up. The MC20 Cielo maintains its dramatic silhouette regardless of roof position. When retracted, the roof folds neatly into a lightweight carbon fiber rear bay in just 12 seconds, transforming the driving experience from enclosed supercar to open-air art installation. Everything about the system feels engineered for elegance rather than speed, though it is fast enough to perform its full transformation at speeds up to 50 km per hour. Walking around the car, your eye eventually arrives at the rear section, arguably the most visually powerful part of the MC20 Cielo. The taillights stretch outward like blades of light, designed to enhance the width and presence of the vehicle from behind. The engine cover, unique to the Cielo, has a sculpturally vented design that allows heat extraction without compromising the clean aesthetic. The twin exhaust tips sit prominently within the diffuser, which itself has been revised for improved stability at high speeds. Every piece is integrated seamlessly, so instead of looking like attached components, the back end forms a unified sculpture with aerodynamic purpose. Once inside the cabin, the MC20 Cielo transitions from an artistic exterior into a world that blends motorsport minimalism with Italian luxury. The seats are thin yet supportive, with carbon fiber shells and Alcantara surfaces that hold the driver in place without adding unnecessary mass. Every touchpoint carries the sensation of precision, from the knurled aluminum knobs to the machined drive mode selector. The steering wheel, now slightly reshaped for 2026, has a newly integrated paddle system with a more aggressive click, giving the driver tactile feedback that enhances the sense of mechanical involvement. The central touchscreen sits low and angled toward the driver, reducing glare when the roof is down. What's remarkable is how Maserati has preserved a sense of purity in its design. This is not a cabin overloaded with screens, ambient lights, or digitized gimmicks. Instead, it offers a clean environment built on intuition, ergonomics, and connection. The sound system is custom-tuned to deliver full acoustic balance even when the roof is open, and the interior materials, carbon fiber, alcantara, natural leather, create a sensory experience that feels tailored rather than mass-produced. But the soul of the MC20 Cielo doesn't fully reveal itself until the engine comes alive. The Nettuno twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 is a masterpiece of engineering, delivering explosive performance without abandoning refinement. With 621 horsepower and refined combustion technology borrowed from Formula One, the engine offers razor-sharp throttle response. The 2026 model introduces upgraded turbo impellers, improved cooling pathways, and a recalibrated transmission that shifts with greater precision. When idling, the exhaust note is deep and calm, but once you push the accelerator, the car unleashes a harmonic surge that blends mechanical aggression with Italian musicality. Driving with the roof down elevates the sound into a symphony. You don't just hear the engine, you feel its vibrations through the cabin, the chassis, even the seat frame beneath you. The wind flows cleanly thanks to the redesigned aerodynamic channels, meaning conversations at high speeds remain surprisingly clear. Maserati engineers have specifically tuned the airflow so that buffeting is minimized, making the MC20 Cielo enjoyable not only on twisty mountain roads but also on long coastal drives where the open-air experience becomes part of the journey. Performance is where the MC20 Cielo truly claims its place among the elite. The car accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in under 3 seconds, thanks in part to its ultralight carbon monocoque and lightning-fast dual-clutch gearbox. The 2026 revisions include recalibrated suspension dampers that adapt more dynamically to road surfaces, offering better comfort without sacrificing sharpness. The steering feels alive, transmitting subtle variations from the road while maintaining enough precision to allow confident high-speed cornering. Braking performance has also been enhanced with ceramic composite discs that resist fade even after repeated aggressive use. The open-top configuration does not compromise structural rigidity. Maserati has reinforced key areas of the chassis to ensure torsional stability, resulting in handling characteristics almost identical to the coupe variant. This is rare for a convertible supercar, most lose a portion of precision due to roof removal. But the MC20 Cielo behaves as if it were carved from a single block of tempered carbon. The experience of driving the MC20 Cielo is not just about speed or numbers, it is about immersion. You feel exposed to the world yet protected by engineering excellence. You sense every vibration, hear every turbo spool, experience the depth of sound reverberating across open air. The car becomes more than a machine, it becomes a sensory instrument, playing a symphony of performance, design, and emotion. From the outside, watching the MC20 Cielo move is an event in itself. The way the sunlight reflects off the carbon fiber contours, the way the rear spoiler integrates seamlessly into the body, and the way the exhaust note trails behind like a signature make it feel like a living sculpture. It demands attention not through aggression but through an aura of refined power. This is a car built for people who appreciate craftsmanship, engineering finesse, and the emotional impact of driving something uniquely expressive. And as we look deeper into the 2026 updates, Maserati has not tried to reinvent the identity of the MC20 Cielo. Instead, it has refined it, almost like a watchmaker perfecting a movement. The revised electronics improve stability, the updated traction system enhances acceleration, and the new driver assistance suite makes everyday usability safer without diluting performance purity. These enhancements make the Cielo not just a weekend supercar but a viable companion for daily driving, something few exotic convertibles manage to achieve convincingly. The MC20 Cielo stands not as a replacement for the coupe but as its emotional counterpart. Where the coupe is the weapon, sharp, focused, and intense, the Cielo is the experience, the emotion, the open invitation to connect with the world beyond the windshield. It offers a type of freedom modern supercars sometimes forget to prioritize. It's not just about the numbers or lap times, it's about the feeling of being alive behind the wheel.